Hi everybody, welcome back to part 2 of session 176, where my players are going down memory lane as they travel down the Mason Fair Byway from Whitlaw heading south to the ruins of Greenhill. A trip that should take about a week, though however they are making pretty good progress, and through the whole time and experience they are sharing their tales and exploits with the diplomats from the Cerulean Kingdoms. So uh, we pick up essentially the next morning. So the first day of travel is done. The second day of travel, we are picking up on the third day of travel, where I would really only need the Twisted Totem and the Nirvana die to get rolled, just to see what our dice are. And the weather, I need. I'm gonna give it to Cielo. Cielo, roll me a nature check. Let's see how the weather is today.
Cielo, cielo, cielo.
Sorry, I was muted, huh?
Give me a nature check. Let's see how the weather is today.
Hiya!
Damn, reliable talent.
How is the weather today?
23. Alright, Al, that storm coming for you. It's gonna kill you. It's gonna suck your soul out. It's gonna feed the dragon. It's gonna make Aristratar more powerful than anything. There's a bit of a rain to over the Foxwoods to the east of you, Donnie, or Cielo. Otherwise, there's some bands of clouds stripping through. There's gonna be patchy rain throughout the day, but nothing that should really slow you down on your travels.
Everybody knows it's Al stretching for a fight as the morning starts. That storm been taking me down without a fight.
It's looking like rain.
So, this being said, it's looking like rain. Cielo, shouldn't be too bad. Should be spotchy. Because you're on the trip, it's not enough to really mess up um, anything, but I might have you do a survival check or so. So I see we got.
In one of the caravans to not get wet at least.
Yeah, absolutely. You definitely can. There's plenty of room for everybody. Try to keep in mind, these are large, these are fantasy style caravans, right? Like, they are,
We got the diplomats.
they're big.
The
Yeah. Like, think of it this way. There's there's 4 wagons. Each of them have a driver. Ooh, the back one is for supplies and for Grok Magok. However, someone can fit in there, or a couple people can fit in there if they want. And then the rest of you are spread out amongst 3. So, you know, it's not too cramped. It's not too bad. But that all being said, um, as you guys pick up in the morning, this morning, with a little bit of the rain kind of coming through, just barely splotching and all that, the warm smell of spices along the lines of like nutmeg and cardamom and cinnamon, uh, delightfully play with your nostrils and have you salivating as you all are waking up as uh, over the fire pit or so, uh, large stones have been placed and a big slab of looks like either metal or another type of stone has been put on it, uh, looking like it weighs a lot. It's been heated up, and uh, Astorius is sitting over the fire, ladling uh, rounds of batter that seem to be the source of this cinnamon cardamom spiced, lovely smell. Think of them as like fancy crepes or pancakes, however you want to look at them. And it'll say, "Ah, yes, yes, yes. The breakfast bell has been rung. by your nostrils, I see they can hear the tantalizing aromas of my food. Good morning. I hope everybody is well rested. I hope everybody is doing well. The stories you are saying are quite fun. Please eat, enjoy.
I'm glad you're liking the stories.
Yes, I mean you could put a little bit more pizzazz in your delivery, but I get it. You're being humble. It's okay.
I try. I try to be. Yes. Must remind
No
myself.
room for humble. He slaps you upside. Well, he can't hit you on the head, so he hits you on the where your ribs are. Just, what have I taught
Um,
you? Humble is bad. Look at the beautiful rainbow. The rainbow is not humble. The rainbow says, "Look at me. I am colorful. I am majestic. I am
I'll
metal."
I'll close his eyes. Become the rainbow. Become the rainbow. And he's kind of he's just doing that.
That is good. You can teach your friends to be rainbows too someday. I know you can. But we start with you, because clearly my lessons have not sunken in. Ugh.
It's been a while since we've talked. I'm getting used to it again. Yes.
Get used to it faster. You're making me feel like I've let you down in your development.
No, no,
Imagine how
no.
much greater you could have been if what I taught you actually set into your core.
It's there. It's just
Mm.
I gotta dig it up. Dinner tonight. There'll be a show.
You do not tease me with a show. If you tease me with a show and it does not happen, I don't know. I come with a threat later. I just
It's going to happen,
okay.
and it's going to be awesome.
Mm. I want to believe you, so I will believe you right now.
Good.
Oh, also, um, are you riding with me today, or are you up
Of
front
course.
again?
No,
I
I
get
like
you
the
today. Great,
yes.
because
I like
honestly, I
the back
don't
and
think
forth.
your friends like me very much. I think we got off on the wrong foot. I don't think they understand my sense of humor.
They're not used to it yet. I try to
They are
explain.
pompous jackasses. You need to get this through to them. Today,
It's
I am making good jokes.
it's lines
On
like that.
pompous asshats, like loudly go, ah, yawn. What smells good?
Ah, a specialty from my Corbin. What islands is he from again? Do you remember?
uh, Cascading Isle, but there's
Yeah,
a
there we go.
okay, cool.
This Cascading Isle. From the Cascading Isles, made with cascading cinnamon and cardamom. It's a play on the seas. Cascading cakes. Enjoy.
Oh, like the
Ah,
islands.
how I miss the cooking of the Isles.
Yes, yes. Don't worry. I make extras.
Yes, yes.
You okay?
I'll start digging in.
I think he's more than okay. I think he's hungry.
Okay. Excellent. Well, enjoy. I shall, well, I shall leave you with your companions. I shall go clean up my areas and everything, and I shall talk to you on the road today, Al, with a big smile on his face.
What was your name?
Me, Leo Astorius.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I like how you,
Thank you.
I like how you don't offer your name in return.
He's
Okay,
like,
bye.
got it. Sorry, there's pancakes in front of me. I'm a little information overloaded right now.
I'm a little busy.
The pancakes are indeed a sensory overload. They are delicious. Cascade cakes.
Davis is making it a point to not even talk to Leo in the morning. He's just not. It's not a morning thing he wants.
Ooh, I remember Cascade Cakes. Owl's dancing it as he's eating, like he's just kind of hopping back and forth in his seat.
What's got into him?
It's got cinnamon in it.
Oh, are you
Yes.
allergic?
No, it's delicious. Like, it's a
Oh,
it's a little different than the mainland cinnamon. Reminds me of times past.
I see.
All right. So, if there's anything else for the morning, if not, then you guys will get yourselves settled amongst your various wagons and caravans. Mount up and ride off as you guys continue down the path towards the ruins of Greenhill. And actually, this should tick you guys
Ruins. What
over.
happened to Green Hill? Oh
The Crass
no.
Menagerie happened.
Wow.
Shh! Don't tell him. Why you gotta phrase it like that?
Spoilers.
Ah!
You asked. I gave a
Not
crass answer.
entirely wrong.
Reference
So,
episodes 15 through 94.
yes,
We'll be waiting here for
for
you to catch up on those.
the most insane chunk of time, please see blah 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 through blah 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 blah.
I'm pretty sure Corbin got it right.
Yeah,
Alright.
that sounds eerily correct, and I hate it for how long that sounds.
I mean, we did do an interlude in Deep Root.
Yes,
Kind of two
I think
interludes.
and it was,
Feels like several interludes, yeah.
but they were still kind of part of the story, right?
Yeah,
It was
true.
just me trying to.
You remember a guy named Kalasar? Kalasar?
Never heard of him.
Good. Right answer.
I mean, that big snake thing?
That's part of him. That's why we don't talk about it.
Was only part of him?
Yeah.
And you mentioned Marb. Who the fuck is Marb?
You keep saying that word, and I don't
Who
know what the
is-
hell it means.
What's a marb?
Is it a person? You're making it sound like a person, but that doesn't sound like a name to me.
I just have this strange feeling that me and Marb would not get along, but we also have the same ideas.
Just whoever said it first had the better idea.
Yeah.
Out of character, we did thought experiment who would win between the two of you, and it's just whoever could see the other one first.
Yep.
It's 8 days of walking in circles, like, where is he? Where is he? Or waiting in trees, rather.
Mm-hmm. It's who moves first.
They lose. Yeah, whoever moves first loses.
Probably, yeah. All right, so what do you guys want to do on the trip down? What are you guys doing? What are you talking about? What are you introducing? Or work with me, people.
So
What's happening?
Al's palling around with his buddy, right?
Yeah.
Old buddy, old owl.
Davis will be in any wagon but that one.
Henny wagon, but that one. Okay, got it.
Yep.
Okay. So today is going to be a pretty quiet day of travel then, just from what I'm getting. No real story time. Just kind of focus on the road and getting from one location to the next.
Yeah.
Works for me. We're setting up for the big show.
All right. So with that being said,
How long until we are like how many days of travel left do we have? We're on day. This is day 3.
This we
this
have like
is
3 or 4
day
left.
3, and you've made a really good time on the previous day.
Okay.
The standard trip is 7?
Yep.
7 days?
Yeah,
Okay.
7 days is standard.
Cool.
So, Ziggy, sorry, Ziggy's being bad, messing with a thing he's not supposed to mess with.
I'll hang out with, what's her name, Berenia?
Verenia, okay. So you'll see now that you're kind of getting a feel for it, the 3 different carts are kind of one for each of the main diplomats. One is Berenia's cart, that's at the front. Sorry, that's the one in the second. The front one is Lucas's.
Yeah,
The
makes sense.
second one is Bernia's. The third one is Kendra's, and then the fourth one is Grokomagok, because he is clearly the owner of the fourth one.
Hell yeah.
Can you
There's
give
much.
very brief descriptions of each of those people again?
Yeah, I could even do it with their icons. Or
Token
their tokens.
time.
So where are you guys here? Okay, so Berenia Palewater.
Are you saying
She is a
pale?
merf. Pale, like
Okay,
pale
for some
color.
reason I had pear water.
Oh, interesting. Pale water. I may have
Got it.
spoken or said it very quickly.
Okay.
So Berenia Pale Water. She is the head diplomat that is representing the Cerulean Kingdoms. She is a merfolk. Uh, honestly, like how the icon is, she's dressed in comfortable but light fineries, adorned with golds and with gold jewelry. Her hair and fin, like hair and fin are kind of mixed together. She normally keeps up in a like a top knot, or not a top knot, but like a top ponytail like look. She wears flowing kind of shawls, and is the one that's very interested in y'all's stories. Lucas Glassblade, he is a sea elf warrior type. Uh, Tends to just wear loose, light fitted clothing. Um, has ceremonial or has like stylized tattoos. If you get a very good look at him, the tattoos cover up scars.
Have we got a vibe for like? I mean, clearly he's some sort of fightery type. Have we got a vibe for like what kind? Is he more like barbarian-y or fightery or what?
Probably more tactical than anything.
Ah,
But you can interact with him if you want to. If you want to try to find out.
fair.
And then the last one is Kendra Keiko. She is the mistress of sorry, the master of treasury and trade. She's a water genasi. She's got very soft features, a large head of flowing, poofy, uh, seaweed green hair, and she keeps herself often very elaborately adorned with shells and coral bits and stuff like that. And
I
then,
think halfway through the day, I'm gonna sneak into her cabin.
okay,
I'm
that's
not gonna like steal anything overtly, but I kind of just want to like find out way more about her.
that is fine.
Like, what does she keep close? What does she keep under lock and key? I just want to see like what she finds important in her space.
That's fine. We can do that as you wish. And then technically, there's a fourth one. He is not part of the diplomatic party, but that would be meant Leo Astorius, which again, Al has a visual description. The only thing that I remember is he has got a amazing goatee. That's the
Sorry,
one thing I
yes.
remember.
He's
Uh,
he's got very curly dark hair, shoulder length, does the perfect goatee. Um, definitely middle aged. He's got some Spanish influences in his appearance and his accent. Um, uh, physical appearance. He would wear back back where Allegretta's used to him. He wore kind of more colorful clothes. Even like uh, with the sleeves were mismatched and stuff. It was color for the sake of color. There was a very the Cascading Isles where Leo's from is very colorful in that regard. A lot of pastels, a lot of colors. Um, Here, I assume he's on official business and it is a little cleaner. I'm
yep,
assuming.
he's got to be reined in. Yeah.
Hmm. Ta-da, ta-da. No hat. Anything else physical? Most of my notes are personality.
Yep. I mean, he's a halfling. That's the only other thing that really,
Hmm.
needs to be said. He is a lovable halfling. So
Would he have his
cool.
weapon on his hip?
Yeah. I mean, it may not look like a weapon at all times, but yes, he does.
Okay, okay. He's got a thing on his hip.
No, you can say what it is. That's fine. That's a description. I don't
Oh,
mind.
it's a whip. Uh,
Yep.
but I'm not sure how magical it is or how much it looked like a whip at this time.
It's just coiled up per usual. How you would hold like a bullwhip or so.
Okay, so it is.
Yeah.
Cool, cool.
All right.
Yep.
Anything else?
Everything off the top of my head. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, yeah. So shoulder length, dark curly hair, middle age, Spanish tan skin, Spanish influence in appearance. He's a halfling. Perfect mustache. Tends to wear pastels. However, he's much more muted and reined in on this visit. All right. So, on this day, since you guys are going to keep it kind of more of a quiet day of travel, uh, I know that at some point Cielo is going to do some breaking in and information gathering. Anyone else wanting to interact with anyone or do anything, or is it just going to be more like a quick days of travel?
I had a I'd have a short one with Leo. Um, I'd imagine there'd be a lot of back and forth of me trying to convince him of like, no, they're not subordinates. No, this guy does this. He's excellent at this. They're they're better than me in a lot of ways. And there's a lot of back and forth. Like, I don't believe her. You know. And then
El,
eventually,
el, Allegretto. No, they are your subordinates. You come from your family. Your family does not deal with anyone unless they are their subordinates. Have you forgotten? You are not the son of your mother right now. The words that you are saying make no sense. I do not understand the words that are coming out of your mouth.
wait, now you've got me confused too. Yes, I'm not the son of my mother. I'm not. Yeah,
You are the son of your mom. I know you do not wish to be the son of your mom, but
right,
your family does not deal with people unless they are subordinate. That
I'm
or
not.
unless are you paying them ample amounts of money? Is that why they are traveling with you?
I'm not paying them at all. My family deals in things that way. I do not. I deal with things differently.
Then yes, they are your subordinates, because otherwise why would anyone want to follow you if you threw away your good name? Besides your charming personality, you know what I mean.
Al looks off in a distance, pauses. What's in the name, anyways?
Ah, little Wick, you are a pain in the ass. You have always been burning me at the fingertips.
Al's grinning real wide, just looking for a reaction.
Okay, I have missed you and your stupid smile. You were my best student, yet you are my worst product.
Yeah.
Seriously, it's better that your family thinks you're dead than to see you how you are now, because then, boy, they would never give me any business.
So after we're done here, you never saw me here. That's I can't have. Yeah.
Yes, I understand.
Thank you. But
Now, if
it,
your mom does the thing that she does, the thing where she stares me into the eyes and somehow she figures out everything I am thinking,
right,
not my fault.
fair. I know.
Luckily, I have learned bite the tongue really hard when she stares at you. So
Oh,
all she gets is ow 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 ow.
I remember you taught me that.
Yes.
It does help. It
So
does help.
it's so silly that I got her drunk that one night and she actually told me your family secret. She's very, very, very conniving.
And then, well, yes, I feel like you're still the only one. I hope the only one that knows, but
Outside of your family,
it's
probably.
nonetheless, it's not my problem. I I try at least.
Well, just tell me you don't do it to them.
No, no, friends, not subordinates.
Okay.
But before I forget, it's a bit about me, but I meant to ask you about you. How did you? Why are you here? With the? Are you protecting them? Are you a diplomat yourself?
Have you forgotten? I'm an Astorius of the Castellating Isles.
Just a family
Uh,
thing. Okay, okay.
I am the head of the Astorius house, only second to my brother, blah blah blah, blee blee blue. I just want to be mentor and train and do music and see the world. He wants to sit at home and count his clams, or
Mm-hmm.
whatever they call their money. So, we bargain. He stays home, he is safe. I go adventure, see the world. Make a note in my little diary of every rainbow I see. And yes, I still have the rainbow diary. Yes, I know it's embarrassing. Yes, you've told me to get rid of it. No, it is not happening. I am a man, I am proud of my rainbows.
Never change.
And your friends still hate me. I hope they understand. I am just trying to make light and make fun.
In in time, at least some of them will come around. I can't guarantee all of them.
I doubt it. They seem pretty stuck up.
Eh,
Though, I would say, you're a magician friend, the one that pulls his stick out of his butt or whatever. That is a good trick.
yeah. It does not come out of his butt, but I do find butt dimension to be a funny idea.
No, I know, but if I'm going to tell the story, that's how I'm going to tell it.
Ah, I'm not involved.
Well, no one else would believe me. If I say it somewhere else, they won't believe me. It came out of thin air, please. It's more likely to say it came out of his ass. Who will believe it?
I see how you write your songs. The way you can.
You must ground it in reality.
Yes, yes. Cosmic
So,
this after all that. No, but
no, but
butt dimension.
everybody has a butt. Everybody can relate to a butt.
It's relatable. This is good.
See? Simple genius. I know.
I'll pulls out his notebook and write that down. Butts are relatable.
Yes,
That's a genius.
inspired by the book Everybody Poops. Ah, I love this character. Okay, go back into character. Go back into character. Okay, so make sure your friends know that you are the boss. Make sure that they know that I am the second boss. Make sure that they know my bosses are their third boss. And then they can quabble about themselves to figure out where they stand in line. Okay?
I was pretending to count on his fingers. Hmm. Okay, okay.
Good. You are always my worst, yet best. Whatever I said earlier. I don't remember. I said it in the moment. You know how it goes.
Of course, of course. Ah,
So, I have a question. Why
yes.
don't you travel with any of the ladies? What is this? It's all boys. It seems kind of one dimensional.
Feel most.
You do not have to answer that. It is a joke. You know I am joking. I do not care.
In all seriousness, I think half the ladies we've met have tried to kill us or were hags.
Well, you said you ran into 9 of them, right? You
Yes,
said 3 of 3?
yes.
Then yes, I can see that half of them would want to kill you. Hell, I would want to kill you sometimes too.
Hmm.
Especially when you would change my notes for the lecture.
What are you gonna do about it? Uh,
Yeah, well,
I'm surprised you caught me.
I knew it was you, but it was kind of fun. I didn't want you to stop because at least it was something to look forward to in the morning.
Got to keep you on your toes.
That and everybody else.
Mm,
Anyway, your friends are great, but I'm going to keep them thinking that I am an ass. You need to convince them that I am not an ass so that I know that you are actually a decent at what you do. Okay?
This is this is this same kind of conflicting information I'm used to you giving me. I will try. No, I will do.
Information is meant to be conflicting, therefore it is difficult to understand. You need to be able to read between the words of what I am saying, otherwise what I have taught you all those years ago means nothing.
Yes, yes, there are colors between each color of the rainbow. Yes, yes, I remember this one.
Yes.
Read
Where
between.
there is red and yellow, there is orange. Yada yada blah blah blah. You get the thing.
Yes, yes. Then you get ultramarine blue between indigo. Yeah, okay. There's more
Yes.
than so many.
So so see the world in orange and green and purple and indigo and all that. Don't see it in red and yellow and blue. Too simple, too basic.
Too simple.
Blend. And also your big friend, the orange hair. I like it. Stands out.
It's cool. Yes,
Yes, he
we
doesn't like me.
we did. Ah, not
It's
yet.
okay.
I'll work on it. I'll try to convince him. But he's good energy. Very very mettle with the group.
Okay. Also, I would warn your little bunny friend. He's sneaky, he's quiet, but remind him, I have eyes of teacher, eyes of mentor. I see everything.
I will remind him. He's he's slipped past the best of us, but we we now have the best in our group with you. So I will let him know.
Now
I
watch
would
as I
think.
ignore it.
Hmm?
I said just in the distance. And now watch as I ignore it.
Yes, yeah. You just said it so soft that I didn't hear you. So that's why I was just curious what you said. Okay, cool. All right. So you're gonna have to tell me about your friends because I need to know details so that I can spook them by understanding something about them that they have no idea. And we can role play that or not. It's up to you.
I wouldn't mind maybe like 2 bullet points, but I like the idea. You had me with telling you about my friends to you know get the idea across that they're friends. Hey, you said friends. You did say friends. Okay, we're good. We're good then.
Again, they're subordinates in front of others. They can be your friends in private places.
Right, right. It was just good to hear you say it.
Yes, yes, you're welcome.
The as far as the pranking goes, it might make it a little slower for me to convince them that you're good and you're funny and yada yada. But th- you're welcome to try. I might withhold a little information immediately, but we'll figure it out.
If I try to make friends, it's like, mm,
No, I
it'd be me
remember.
letting you down.
It's interesting perspective. I do remember how long it took you to open up to me for us to establish anything. Took a few pranks. It was a common language.
Pranks is a common language. Everybody can get a good laugh.
Okay, then you've convinced me. I'll share some lighter things. We'll work we'll work our way through it.
So what would be the bullets that you give him for people? So I can kind of note these down.
Hmm.
You can even give a bullet about yourself if you want. David, Rod, Karos. I
Items.
am literally gonna write these down, so think about it.
I'll be thinking about it.
Yellow and Ben. Okay, cool. We can come back to you whenever it needs to be.
Davis
Thank you,
likes to
thank
pull
you.
things out of his butt.
Yeah. You
He's
already
a
got him. I
midget.
like
He's
that.
a butt magician. That's
But
with orange
Butt
hair.
magician.
Adus Magus.
Oh God.
Did you say anus magus?
Yeah,
Yes, I
basically.
did.
I was
Oh,
not expecting to hear
Adam,
that today.
Adam, Adam.
Yes.
I now request an official class in 5e to be anus magus.
Yep.
Anasagius. Okay. Don't tempt me. I'll figure something out.
Oh no.
Make it
All
squeak.
right. It is queen. God damn it. Why is this a thing? All right. I love my players. All right. So, on the travels, anyone want to imagine anything to happen? Think of anything to happen? as kind of like it's your book, it's your story. There's going to be bands of water and rain coming through from time to time, but otherwise pretty still, pretty quiet.
I was gonna say, since Brittany likes stories, I would probably tell her, my story, just my like coming of age type stuff. Probably keep the deal on the Ash side.
Okay.
But yeah, and then the rabble rouser stuff would definitely talk about that.
Okay.
Maybe leave out the
Shoot.
Whitlaw part where we fucked up.
Oh, you mean when you went to Rhapsody Hall?
The
They
Rhapsody Hall,
weren't
yeah,
impressed.
it was, yeah. They were like, "What the fuck is this?"
Okay, got that. All right,
Yeah,
noted.
I just figured she
So,
wants some stories, so that's my stories.
yeah, go ahead and give me a, for you, let's just call it a charisma performance check. See how
Hell
well
yeah,
you.
Eagle Splendor today, baby.
Oh, is that what you got? I didn't
That
count up
is,
quick. Nice.
Damn.
let's go. 27.
27. She has enjoyed the stories.
I'd
27.
be
Damn.
like,
Yeah.
man,
No.
we had
Like.
this guy Orbis. He did all sorts of stuff with fire. It's insane. Yeah, he
Oh,
did.
and
Yeah.
when you say he didn't make it, it's like, oh, I'm sorry for your loss. It seemed like he would have been a great friend and great companion.
Oh, he
But
was. He was the best. But I mean, that's the kind of stuff that sort of brought us all together. These common strife that we've faced. So.
oh, okay.
What kills you, what
Well,
doesn't kill you makes you stronger, that kind of stuff. Well, I mean, it did kill him, I guess, but it didn't kill us, so it made us stronger.
made the rest of you stronger.
Yes,
So
exactly.
his death was not in vain. Is that a really dark way to look at that?
Ah,
Kind of macabre.
it's okay. I mean, you got to find the positive in things sometimes.
Okay. Well, Davis, fascinating story. I would be curious to hear you sing someday,
I mean, maybe tonight.
but that's. I will be curious to hear you sing someday. No pressure.
Got it.
Very well. So, anyone else? Okay, cool. All right, the traveling uh being had, the pace. Let's figure out the pace. Um, I just saw the gift. God damn
Wait,
it.
which one? I'm not sure which one.
The butt magician one, literally.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It needs the
Ah.
Davis emoji though. There you go, the Davis emoji.
Alright, I gotta scroll away from that because I'm just gonna keep laughing. Alright, cool. Alright. Anita's laughing at me and now I can't stop
Well,
laughing.
show
Oh,
it to
okay.
her. She'll laugh too, I'm sure.
But
Alright. Okay. Whew. Alright, we're
God
good.
damn it, that might be an episode title too. Fuck me.
Alright. Gotcha. Alright, so as you guys have traveled, sharing what little dialogues and stories you are having with the individuals rather than as a group today, pointing out some whatever interactions you wish to have with your companions on this travel. You come to realize that you know the other people that are responsible for the safety of this group that come from the Shrilling Kingdoms, while they are not a as much of like a ragtag group of adventurers that has come together and made something of themselves, some of them do have an adventuring background. They do have little tales and stories to share with you, um, and things go okay for the travels. Uh, the day's travel, if I can get, let's get Karos. Karos, go ahead and roll me a d20. It can be survival, it can be nature, or if you have some other type of role that you want to do, let me know and justify it.
Okay. I think it'll probably be survival.
You intelligence survivalist.
Hang on, let me make sure that if this is date the next day.
That's true.
Let's see what the nirvana for the day is.
Damn.
All right, so it's it's a natural 20.
Oh, because you Nirvana'd it. Oh, okay, I see what you
He
did.
hadn't rolled his
Okay,
Nirvana yet. So.
gotcha. Okay, that's legit. That's
Two
fine.
8s in a row. There
That's
we
right.
go.
All right.
So 30.
So yeah, some of the little bands of rain clouds that kind of wash on by, ended up being much, weaker and smaller. They still get a little bit of drizzle, but that's it. The Mason Fair is well maintained and well kept up with, so it doesn't get muddy, it doesn't get bogged down, and you guys are able to make really good pacing. Um, there are no there there are no encounters on the road. You'll see some birds, you see some wildlife off in the distance, but to keep in mind for the visuals, the road is cleared from any like trees and vegetation to a certain distance just to keep it safe and try to avoid any type of bandit ambushes or anything like that. There was engineering and thoughtfulness put into the construction of this massive project. So travel goes super well. It's another one of those days where you actually make up another another half day or so. So while you guys have only been traveling 3 days, you guys are like 4 days into the pace. And that evening, those of you who are very keen of eye will be able to
So just rock.
see. Huh?
So just rock. I'm just kidding.
Oh, that's weird how it shifted you to that map. I get what you said there. Play on. So you guys are
Ooh.
going to be within, those of you very keen of eye will be able to see, you know, the skyline to the south of you is not anything you're typically used to seeing. There, where there would be, clouds and such, there's these objects, these solid, dark objects amongst the sky that just seem out of place, that kind of throw off the perspective and the horizon line, but that's still about a day's or two worth of travel away. So you guys are just creeping up on this map.
Carousel pointed out to some of the folks we're traveling with, just to be like, it's kind of hard to make out, but if you look, and I'll like point out, and be like, you can kind of see the beginnings of some of the. Because I figured that that's probably the floating rubble, the floating land masses. And
You
it's
guys
just
would know exactly what it is because you survived the aftermath. Um, However, for someone that is not, um, that you've seen the aftermath, so you're kind of adjusted your perspective and you know what to expect. So as you kind of pointed out, that makes sense. Um, However, yeah, when you start pointing it out, they're like, "You're telling me that that is ground in the air? How is that?" As you're just kind of making conversation. How is that possible?
well, I'm not an expert in matters of magic, but I have seen my fair share. The levels of magic that were going on in the final days of the hag's attempts to finish their dastardly plan. It was truly staggering. The amount of time I imagine that they have or had been planning, setting things in motion. They are truly vile creatures, and the crazy part is that I'm pretty sure most of them hated each other, and yet they were still able to put that sinister attitude aside to work together for a supremely despicable, nasty plot. It's a bit amazing. So yeah, I'm not sure what's keeping them up there, but it definitely it's something to behold. It'll only get stranger as we get closer.
It's stranger than that? Okay. Very well. Well, we're glad to have people that they seem to be familiar with it. Oh,
About as familiar as one can be with things in a most unnatural manner. If it hasn't floated up any higher, I might be able to take you up on one of them.
you can. That would be amazing.
We went up a few. We haven't been back in a while, so I'm not sure if they're drifting. I guess we'll find out in a day or so as we get closer to town.
I very much look forward to that. Excellent. Okay. Anything else from anybody on this day of travel? Before we get to Cielo sneaking into someone's stuff.
Breaking and entering.
And then probably after breaking and entering, we'll go ahead and probably call it a session here.
Mhm.
Because it's getting
okay
towards
with me.
12:30.
Yeah.
Alright. Alright, Cielo. What are you doing? How are you doing it? Let me try to see what you're doing.
So, when the pitter patter of some rain, little bit of light rain starts, um, I'm gonna go to the back of their cart and try to fold up some of the fabric and weasel my way in. The cover of the rain hitting like the tarps
Understood.
or
So you
anything
kind of
will
wait. You kind of wait
hopefully
to take
cover my
advantage.
foot.
You kind of wait to take advantage of when one of the little bands of rain comes by. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a stealth check at advantage then. Not that you need it, but might as well.
Can you hit 40?
Let's see.
I mean, I know you literally can't, but
I mean,
No, not yet.
all right, 26. Got it. Um, so during the course of the day, right? Like this is happening kind of simultaneously. Like Al is in the other cart talking with Astorius and all that. So Al,
Mhm.
at some points when you're having your kind of discussion with Astorius, you'll notice that he just kind of his eyes wander kind of beyond and just kind of like are watching and you're just kind of smirking and grinning, kind of losing focus with you and then kind of coming back to you. That's it.
He knows.
He knows.
Okay.
The guy has a
I'm
very,
gonna.
very good perception.
So, anyways, the prey races, and then I got shot in the chest, and then it trails off.
Yeah, gotcha. All right. All right, so what are you doing, Cielo? So yeah, you managed to pitter, use the pitter patter. Uh, you're going in through the back, so you're kind of avoiding the guy that's driving the carriage.
Yeah. Is there anybody in there?
Um, Go ahead and give me a perception check if you're looking before you go in, or an investigation check to try to keep tabs of everybody, see if you know where everybody is before you try to go look inside. Your choice.
I would have already gone in.
Okay.
If that makes sense. So which one would that be if I'm already
Perception.
in? Just kind of
Yeah.
like, okay. Bam.
Okay. Inside of Kendra Keiko's carriage currently is the driver's in the front. Kendra's up front. That's why you saw the opportunity to go in there. Nobody's in here.
So can I gauge anything of interest of like, do they have like this really fancy lockbox that they keep next to their pillow? Do they have anything like a ceremonial knife under their pillow? I'm looking for like just
Okay, well,
interesting things to
okay,
like look at.
so let's put it this way. So things on the surface, like the ceremony knife under the pillow would be something you would have to search for. So like just
Yeah.
scanning the back of this uh, Master of Trades, Treasury and Trades,
Yeah.
you
A better way to put it is like I'm looking for where they would put their closest belongings.
that they travel with. Got it.
Yeah.
Um, Go ahead and give me an investigation check, and let's see if you can pick up some things. Then
I have proficiency. Gosh, I can't
so
roll. I'm
that's
having
still,
trouble rolling anything above a 10 today. Reliable talent.
yeah, this is helping a lot. So yeah, I will kind of put it on to you. What are you expecting to see? Where would she be hiding something in the back of a carriage?
Well, I'm just thinking like, you know how like affluent people travel with things still, not many things, but they
Yeah,
have like a lockbox, a
yeah,
small like trunk,
sure, I get it.
like a handheld trunk with like interesting things about stuff that's important to them that they can't leave home without.
Understood. So yeah,
That's what
you
I'm looking for.
very well. It takes you a little bit of time, a little longer than you were hoping. Once in a while you're kind of checking, stopping what you're doing, kind of listening around, making sure that you don't get the sense of any footprint, any footsteps coming in. Because as much as you use the rain to your advantage to sneak back here, it also does kind of hinder you just a little bit. Uh, and you find not by the not by where she has like her sleeping stuff rolled up and stored, not by the desk that she has where she's got her ink and her quill, but actually just by where she has a another chest that has some of her clothing and some of her footwear and some like oils and scented oils and some perfumes. Within that chest, when you kind of easily open it, you're kind of very cautiously looking around, but you pluck it open. The DC on the lock is not high enough for me to even ask you to roll. Um,
Yeah, just like
that
flick it and it pops open.
basically, yeah, you give it a good, you flick it with your middle finger and it just pops open. Um, but within it, there's the top of the chest actually has like a little sliding uh bottom to it, like a little sliding part that's like a kind of, it's like a fake
False
bottom,
bottom?
yeah,
Yeah.
kind of thing. You kind of slide it out, and there's a little bit of not so much a chest, but it's like a very well ornate and decorated kind of tube that you can uncork and put things in. So fits in that spot, and it's really decorated. Like the two stoppers on the end are just these beautifully decorated, elaborate, like conch shell in design. There's pearls kind of streaming in a spiral pattern down and up the tube, so it looks looks ornate, looks fancy.
Um, so can I
Or,
sniff
or
anything fey out of this box?
you can give me an Arcana check.
Oh, finally a good roll.
26. Not so much Fae, but it does kind of have ties into maybe some other aspect, some other element would be the wrong word, but some other flavor. If not Fae, then something else. And I can see real quick. I gotta look at my chart to see, because you definitely rolled high enough to at least get a chance to figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
Just gotta look at what I put it as. I never remember my chart that I made, which I've been
So
using.
the corked stoppered thing,
Yeah.
I would take out of the box, and while like figuring that out, I'm like resetting the box and putting it back where I found it.
Oh, so you just take the whole tube thing out, or just one of the stoppers at the end of the tube?
The whole
So
tube.
okay, so yeah, you take it out. It takes, it's about, I don't know, 2 feet, 3 feet in length. Uh, solid, circumference where it's like there's enough to put enough things in there. Um, actually, because it is the same. So while it's not Fey in nature, it does give you like primordial in nature. So dealing with like elements and stuff like that,
Elements.
which makes sense based
Uh,
on who she is.
based on who she is, yeah, that makes sense. It's probably a home. It's probably something from where she came from.
Mm.
I am gonna take the tube and I'm gonna walk up to where they're sitting driving the cart.
Just walk up with it
And I'm gonna sit right next to her and be like, "Hey, what's this?"
to her.
Yep.
Nice.
Okay. Do you mind if we stop there? Because I gotta think how to.
Yeah, that's totally fine.
All right, that's definitely putting a curveball into things. All right, cool. Yeah. So,
Ownership doesn't mean the same thing where he comes from, so
I love
no,
it.
I get you. I love it. That is it. That is putting the curveball on the DM. Very cool. All right. Does anyone have anything else that they want to throw in just right at the very end? Okay.
Just a
Cool.
comment. That's one way to prove that we have a really good thief.
That is
True.
one way to prove that you have a very good thief.
I took this. What is it?
yeah.
An honest thief, right? It's like, I stole this from you, but I don't want to take it. What is it?
Just asking questions.
Just asking questions. All right, cool, guys. All right, so that's 176 in the books.